Across the UK, a new threat to prison security is taking flight: drones. Once just a toy for hobbyists, they are now the latest tool to organised crime gangs. They're no longer filming landscapes or delivering parcels, they're delivering drugs, mobile phones and even weapons, straight to prison cell windows. In just a few short years, the sky above our prisons has become a battleground, one not controlled by the guards, but by organised crime. I've recently been released from prison and talk from experience. I'm making these special report videos to highlight the problems in the wider UK prison system. I'm Levi Kinder and welcome to the PRSN channel. It began as early as 2015. Small drones, cheap and clumsy, were spotted carrying small parcels of contraband into prison yards. At first they were easy to spot, easy for security to intercept. But even these early attempts showed the potential of a new kind of smuggling. Guards soon realised that a drone could bypass high fences, cameras and locked gates, delivering packages straight to cell windows, all without anybody setting a foot inside. By 2020, sightings were becoming more common. A few drones a week turned into dozens. Prisons that once seemed secure suddenly found their walls no longer impenetrable. Drone smuggling was no longer an experiment, it was a quietly growing threat. A trend that would explode in size and sophistication over the next few years. What started as a small operation quickly became an organised business. Drone pilots coordinated in using illegal mobile phones. GPS locations and the What 3 Words app pinpoint exact cell windows. Prison security has slightly improved over the last few years with drone detection and CCTV upgrades, but this didn't stop the gangs controlling these illicit drops. They got smarter. Now flights are timed with precision to avoid patrols, fake drop-offs are used to cover the real ones, and some operators now offer multi-drops, using a small fleet of drones to drop packages to different wings simultaneously. It's calculated, efficient and profitable. A single drop can cost upwards of £3,000, and the networks managing these flights see every delivery as a guaranteed return. Drugs, phones and weapons. Each parcel contributes to the growing underground economy operating inside prison walls. Drugs and weapons are bought and sold on the landings. Prisoners use their network or their families on the outside to receive payments, and debt can land a prisoner in a lot of trouble. Here, Chris Buckland describes how money moves on the inside.
5, 10, 15 quid's worth of spice. Ring up telephone banking, transfer X amount of money into the dealer's account or their friend's account or their family's account. As soon as they then get a message, that money gone into the account, yeah it has, the spice will just come under the door.
It has become so frequent and so easy for these deliveries that some prisoners have had takeaways, fashion items and the latest iPhones landed almost daily. Andy Laidlaw is an ex-prison governor who recently left the service. Here he explains why.
It became impossible to do what you had previously done and what you knew needed to happen. But most prisons got, certainly the bigger prisons, the closed prisons, got to a point where almost without exception, they went to just going day to day, keeping a lid on the place. When you literally can't keep people safe, that's quite a heavy burden to drive home with.
Every drone drop puts prisoners at risk. Vulnerable prisoners are forced to retrieve packages under threat, violence, intimidation or harm to their families. Some are trapped by debts incurred from buying drugs on credit, creating a cycle of coercion and fear. Prisoners take drugs in jail to try and escape the abysmal conditions, deteriorating cells and lack of support from the staff. I will have more videos in the near future on prison conditions, so please hit the like and subscribe. Many inmates are now too scared to leave their cells. A recent and growing trend is that prisoners are self-isolating to escape bullying and violence. The number of prisoners driven to self-harm and suicide is rising year on year with no sign of slowing down. Mental health support inside is basically non-existent, and you can't ask the officers for help unless you want to be labelled a grass.
If these gangs or people that want control of the wings get hold of someone that's potentially vulnerable, they will squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. You have to do this for me, or we'll stab you, we'll beat you, we'll kill you. the threats are endless. You know, they can get hold of their family, they can get hold of their loved ones, Facebook, TikTok, social media, they'll use that.
Here is a heartbreaking clip of a mother whose son is currently serving time in a UK jail under threat to receive drone parcels.
They wanted him to take a drone in through his window. We're not asking you, we're telling you it's coming. It'll be there at 10:30 tonight. You make sure you get it. Of course, he didn't do it. He just didn't want to do it. He said he switched his light off, he put himself in bed and he was having nothing to do with it. And he was burnt. He was burnt. They burnt him with melted down sugar and boiling water. And he was burnt, his face, his hands and his arm.
His mum said he's been attacked twice more since then, left with no doubt to the reason why.
He's been told, we will go and we will get your family. My son will either take his own life or he will be killed because he won't conform. He'll be coming out in a body bag. I don't want him to die.
Drugs and phones are only the beginning. Today, metal detector busting 3D printed knives and machetes are being landed in our prisons. Think about how dangerous a weapon is like that behind bars. Using drones, there's the potential for firearms to be smuggled in. Experts warn that the technology is capable of far more. Drones can carry heavier payloads, fly further and evade detection. If a criminal decides to weaponise them further, the consequences could be catastrophic. How long will it be before a military-capable drone is used to break a prisoner free directly from the prison yard?
The payload of some of the big agricultural drones can carry people. There is no reason, there is no logistical, no physical, no technological reason why guns and explosives can't make their way into prison via drone. That's a real threat.
The government says it has recognised the threat. £40 million has been pledged for anti-drone nets, reinforced windows, radar systems and monitoring technology. Flying a drone within 400 metres of a prison is now illegal, punishable with fines up to £2,500 and prison sentences up to 10 years for anyone caught conveying contraband. Experts argue that money alone isn't enough. Technology must be paired with strategy, manpower and intelligence to truly secure our prisons.
The investment's gone in building new prisons, the investment has gone in making sure that existing prisons are able to maintain their operational capacity. That money is money that could have been spent on making prisons more secure, in preventing drones coming into prisons, but the choices have been made by government. Even if we can't stop this from happening completely, we have to make it more difficult for serious organised criminals to do, so that it becomes a higher risk activity for them, so they are more likely to get caught, they are more likely to lose contraband and lose drones, price them out of this so that they can no longer afford to keep up.
Drone no-fly zone. See the thing? That's just a sticker to say there's no-fly drone. You can fly a drone over there right now if you wanted to. They put all this no-fly zone and shit like that. But there's a software on the drone that you can cancel that. It can enter no-fly zones. You'd have to ring your people on the outside off your phone, get them to buy the drone. Then they've got to do the software to get past the no-fly zone. And then obviously you locate it to your window. So when it comes over, you'll just flick your light.
Drones have been a game changer inside prisons. They've turned smuggling into a high-tech business and exposed gaps in an already overstretched prison system. Until the fight on the ground matches the fight in the air, UK prisons will remain under threat. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more prison reports and sentencing news. Thank you for watching.